Hey there, welcome to another Tech Tip Tuesday. I'm your host, Teresa Schlup with Web Designs by Teresa, and it is my goal in life to fill the small business world with gorgeous websites that work as hard as you do. And today I am talking all about creating a website strategy. Now, if you are working with a designer or you are doing it yourself, this is a post that you really want to pay attention to because we're going to talk about how you can create a website strategy that not only supports your business and your goals, but helps you connect more genuinely with your ideal customers. Now, one of the things that I find when I start working with a new client is that all too often, whether they have a website that they're just starting to work on or they've had one for a while, it seems like to get that website up and going, they had a let's just focus on the basics approach to the layout and design of their website. They follow those unspoken rules of website creation, starting off with the standard 5 pages: the home, the about me, the services, the blog, and the contact page. And if they're feeling really adventurous in their design, they might tie in some of the cool tech trends that are taking place right now, whether it be some type of animation or different technical layouts that kind of bring the website to life. The trouble with this is that there really isn't a one-size-fits-all to website design, and some of those cool new tech trends can be nothing more than a distraction to your ideal customer. And so today I wanted to take a look at the 5 things that I want you to consider when it comes to developing your own website strategy, so that when you build that website or have it built for you, you've got a website that is built with the customer in mind, so that you're going to connect more authentically with the customers when they discover your website. So the first thing that I want you to do is to make sure that you truly know who your audience is. By knowing who your audience is, you are going to choose the design elements that connect more genuinely with that audience. For example, if you have a lot of customers, let's say your ideal customer is of an older generation, having the new technology with animation, autoplay videos, and a lot of moving parts on your website is going to hurt you and your business, because when they land on your website, those things that are really awesome and cool to people of a younger generation are going to be nothing more than a distraction to them. They're going to find themselves distracted, confused, and unable to engage with the content that you have on your website. And they're probably going to hit the back button and go back to the search engine to connect with one of your competitors. So make sure that you understand who your audience is and the type of things that they like when it comes to creating a design template. The next thing that I want you to do is to identify the must-share details of your business. There is going to be information about your business that you absolutely have to share on your website. Primarily, these are going to be things that state clearly what you do, how you do it, where and when you're available, and how people can get in touch with you to get started. Making sure that you have these items mapped out and identified, and then decide how and where you're going to display them on your website is going to make sure that you don't forget to add any of those details when you get into the design building stage of the website. Step number 3, or tip number 3, is to plan your website with your number 1 goal in mind. As a business owner, you have number 1 goal. My number 1 goal: to build gorgeous websites. You know what your number 1 goal is, and it is the one thing that you do that serves the people around you in your own unique, amazing way. Making sure that that is the primary focus when you comes to identifying the website, identifying the pages that you want to use within your website, the tools that you want to use within your website. All of those things is key, because you want to design everything around that number 1 goal in mind. The next thing, tip number 4, is to ensure that each page has a single focus. Now, if you have followed me even for a couple videos, you had probably heard me say that you have 5 seconds to grab people's attention. So you want to make sure the minute they land on any page within your website, they know exactly what that page is about. Don't try and squeeze everything or a whole lot of information into one page, because it's just going to overwhelm your website visitors, and they probably won't dig deeper, and they probably most likely won't come back. So make sure that each page you plan has one single focus in mind. And then finally, tip number 5 is identify the must-have features that you need to get your website up and going. Sure, there are going to be things that would be really nice to have that you may want to include at some point, excuse me, but those can always be done in a phase 2 refresh of your website. To get started, think about what you must have. Let's say that you are a speaker and you're always going to different locations and presenting your keynotes address. And these are, perhaps you're going to these locations because they're open to the public and other people can connect with you. Or you're a performer or an author and you do events on a regular basis. Having an event calendar built into your website is a must-have event because it allows people to connect with you and to know how they can connect with you in person. If you are scheduling clients and you want them to they need to be able to schedule online with you, having a scheduling application built into your website is a must-have feature. So by identifying those must-have features up front, you are creating a strategy or developing and adding to the strategy of your website that is going to support your ideal customers right from the beginning, rather than just tossing out the standard, here's what I have, home, about, services, blog, and contact page. Not everyone is going to have the same type of website layout. Not everybody needs to blog. Not everybody needs to list out individually service pages. Maybe you just have a landing page for what you do. Whatever the case is, make sure that you are developing a website strategy that supports you and your business goals, and not trying to squeeze your business and business goals into the standard 5-page website. Thank you guys so much for tuning in here with me today. I hope this tip has helped you. If you have any questions whatsoever, please don't hesitate to connect with me on my website. It is webdesignsbyteresa.com. There is no H in Teresa. And I would love to be here to support you on any of your website goals and needs. Have a great day, and I will talk to you again next week at our next Tech Tip Tuesday.